Now can you see me?
I can. How are you, Tasneem?
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Tell me about you. I'm talking with Bob, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I go by Bob. This just says Robert.
no, I just saw your YouTube channel.
Great. Well, your email to me, I commend you for it was noticeably personalized. I
Yeah,
get a lot of them, and they're usually just not very well done.
those
But
are
yours was
generic email. Okay, I get it. I can totally understand your feelings. You know, I have a lot of clients and they all say the exact same thing that I got a lot of emails, but you know, most of the time they get confused nowadays because see, when you have, let's say, hundreds of email in your inbox, so you must be confused between who to choose because there are frauds everywhere, right? So yeah.
yeah. I don't know about frauds. It's just that they're not taking the time to There's, hey, I see you're
Yeah.
doing a YouTube channel. I help YouTube channels grow. Want to learn more? Like, no thanks. But you threw in some details. So I would love to know what I don't know about how to grow it and what you guys do.
Okay, so we are digital marketers. I'm his team leader, and as you can also say I'm his mentor. So we're basically optimizing YouTube for our clients. So what we do basically see how YouTube algorithm understands a video. It understands with data, right? So what we do, we just go manually and put those data into the YouTube algorithm so that YouTube algorithm understands your video in a more better way. With that more better understanding, it pushes your video to more people. More people get to see your videos in their feed or maybe after searching them. So by doing all these things, we increase the visibility, and with that visibility, we get engagements, views, subscribers, all these things. Like these are the byproducts.
In So that's what strategic optimization is. Where does Google receive the data that you put in? What I'm trying to understand is,
See,
um,
Google
you know,
understands everything through machine learning. Okay. So
yep.
what we do, we just optimize the title. We rewrite the title with trending keywords.
Ah,
At the same time, we redesign the descriptions. And whenever you upload a video, if you scroll down in the dashboard, you will be seeing there is a section called tags, right? Basically,
yes.
they give this tag section because they wanna understand your video in a better way. So what we will do an in-depth keyword research, and once we're done with that, we will find some lower competition but high in rank. So we will search and find those keywords, and we will put those keywords into your tags, titles, descriptions, and redesign it. And by putting those keywords, YouTube algorithm will understand your video in a better way. At the same time, because they are low in competition and higher in rank, so your video will also get ranked in a better way. So
Yeah, it all starts
yeah,
feeding on itself, right?
yeah,
More views
that's
begets
how it
higher views.
works. And yeah, that's how everything works. But the backend procedure is kind of tricky, that how it works, because there are multiple things going into it. Like, even you have organic views because you are already making good contents. At the same time, we're pushing into the videos, and maybe we're sharing these videos across social medias, and also we're making backlinks and all these things. It's kind of it's a mix and match of everything.
Um, So one of the things you've probably noticed is that some of my videos have thousands of views and others have hundreds of views.
Okay.
And I did buy this, somebody said I can boost your videos, and so I paid them to boost my videos.
And they give you
What
bot
were they doing?
subscribers? Because I have seen your channel, it doesn't look like organic.
Right.
So that's a huge
Some of it's
problem.
organic. The last 50% was organic. And it was caused by one of my guests who went out on Nostr and Twitter and said, I don't usually pump interviews and I don't usually go to podcasts that are this small,
Mhm.
but this guy's really good, and you should follow him. And
Yeah.
then a week
No,
later or
no,
2 weeks later,
that's organic because by that
exactly.
he endorsed you and you got the subscribers or the audience. So, but what you did mistake that you got maybe paid subscribers. That is a very big mistakes you have done because those are not actually subscribers. Those are bots.
Right, I figured.
And with those
So
bots, it makes your channel eventually dead. So if now we have to put let's say 100% of our efforts, now we need to put 120% because with those bots, what happens when you upload a video, because they are your subscribers now and they are offline, what happens, YouTube pushes these videos to your subscribers first, and once it reaches to those bots, they don't see your video, right? So YouTube thinks that this video is not good, so no one is clicking on it or watching it. So now we need to do some more work.
and they use the subscribers first to say, how do the subscribers like it, and if they like it, then we'll go farther, and if they don't like it, then we won't.
That's how YouTube works. And
Okay, good.
same time, whenever any of our, let's say, clients does that, I basically give him multiple different strategies, and because normally if we do just random SEO and we can just focus on it, the channel does good. But when these issues comes, sometime we have to be tricky and all. But don't worry, at first I would not ask you to spend a lot of money because that's not I want. Because even if you are spending on ads or you are doing SEO, I'll get the same amount. So that's
well, when I did it, I was I'm a novice, and I was just, I figured, these people should have more views, and I can buy them, and they're cheap. And I figured, this is gonna somehow hurt me. I don't know how.
This is gonna hurt you a lot, man. Trust me on that.
What's that?
Bots are going to hurt you a lot.
Yeah, and that's why I've stalled out and nothing's happened.
But the thing is that if we can keep doing this for, let's say, months, let's say 3 months, 4 months, I think I can overcome. If you ask about personal skills.
I also think that if you're putting up stuff that's good stuff,
but for a long time, of course, but that needs to be for a long time because first half of your subscribers are bots, so that's very concerning.
I don't know if it's half. I don't know if it's that much.
It's all right.
Well, anyway, whatever it is, can you tell? You can't.
No one can tell.
Is there a way to go in and find out?
No one can tell that.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know how many are, but anyway, yeah.
You got
so I got to get through that. I got to figure out
person who approached you for boosting subscribers.
And how do you overcome that?
It needs to be optimized for a long time, maybe sometimes, see, if this is a teamwork that we're doing currently. My friend here has approached you. He's my colleague, at the same time he's my student. But if you ask me personally, then if you, let's say, some of my clients, if they come to me and say that, hey, I have mistakenly bought these subscribers and now have the channel condition exactly same as you, so I would suggest them, okay, let's do optimization for a while. If this doesn't work, let's do ads for a while. Then we will mix and match those things. We will implement multiple strategies. Then we can think about how we can do. But eventually, maybe after working for, let's say, 3 months or something like that, we will definitely overcome that. I have done it quite a few times, so I have that experience. So no worries.
So okay. The other alternative is that I'm more on Twitter, and my main objective is to grow Substack, and I think that's because that's where the intellectual content is best.
Yeah.
So I write every week, and I tweet a lot. And Twitter, those are the real followers, except to the extent that they're not by Twitter, and there are a lot that aren't. But that's growing. And I know that they're both building out video platforms, and one option is just to play down the YouTube channel and just start feeding the others as a video platform.
No,
Any thoughts on that?
Think, no. I think as as video platforms, even TikTok or any other video platform, no one can beat YouTube, because it's a platform that can make you a brand. From a person, it can make you a brand. So this is something which anyone should focus on. If you can ask me, I have become I have made a own personal brand, so nowadays I don't have to worry about anything, because whatever I do, I get something out of that. So I would definitely strongly recommend you should focus on YouTube, because you have seen what YouTube has done. You have seen Mr. Beast, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep. Okay. Good. And I'm very. I'm a big podcast consumer, and
same here. I also
I have a lot of
listen to
confidence in the stuff that I'm doing.
Of course,
I think it's good. I mean, I've got great guests. The content is good. It's original.
Yeah, I listen to Andrew Huberman, Jay Shetty, all these people sometimes. I don't know what happened with Andrew recently. I think he got scammed or something that he has fallen into, but I don't know what the specific details. But yeah, I do listen a lot of podcasts.
Okay. Okay, and so you need to redo my titles.
Yeah, we need to redo your titles, redo your descriptions. Like, see, redo doesn't mean we're gonna change everything. That means we are gonna redesign things with some more rich keywords. That's how we work. Maybe in some titles that they are already good, that we are not gonna change. But those things needs to be evaluated properly.
Okay. And then how about thumbnails?
Thumbnails we can do. By thumbnail to parent hai na.
How important are they?
Thumbnails
कुछ problem आता है size